Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Apex Racing TV and to the BSR Winter Series for the third time. Andrew Woodhouse here with Alex Simpson. We think Adam Bath might be joining us later, but as on Tuesday, we're not entirely sure. Alex, Mid-Ohio, we're here as we have been, as we were earlier on in the week for the Masters, of course, but something a little bit different for our viewers tonight and throughout the next coming weeks.
Yeah, obviously we've got the rally cross cars. Hello everybody, good to be here as always. Yeah, so the Ford Fiesta and the VW Beetle are out there, so the BSR are taking them for their winter series. We're going to be doing road courses with them though, so we're not doing the rally cross circuits. But yeah, the guys look like they're having a lot of fun out there, proper four-wheel drifts kicking about. Of course, last week was the first round of the series that kicked off at Brands Hatch, which from what I could tell was a lot of fun. Saw a few streams of that one, so it looked pretty good. But yeah, Mid-Ohio tonight, the short course, and you can see come out of turn one, obviously it cuts back very, very quickly indeed, so not a lot of time to get a run into the traditional overtaking spot of sort of turn four. So yeah, this will be interesting. If it's anything like the MX-5s on Tuesday night, you know, really going to struggle to get moves done, and people are going to have to be quite forceful.
Yeah, I think you're right. And driving in it last week at Brands Hatch, the only word I can describe it was mental. So watch out at the starts, Alex, because there's a lot of drivers that are going to be going off. A lot of drivers who are going to be using the, shall we say, liberally the tarmac. So and the rest of it. So we see some interesting action, I'm sure. Just looking at the points very quickly after round one, Mark Johnston is in the lead. Then Johnny Brandon, Michael Evdoka, Pete Newman, and Lorne Murray, Andrew Whitehead, Stallman, Just, McFarlane, Waldock, and Blake and Lamy, the top 12. Woodhouse in 25th place. 26th place. Yeah, I know. Well, it's only going to get worse from here, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Onto the grid.
Relegated back to the booth.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's it. Nico Foggy on pole. He's not relegated at all. He's in fact promoted to the front row of the grid, as he has been quite a lot recently. We've seen in the GT3s just how quick he is. We've seen in the BSR TC just how quick he is. Ross McFarlane alongside him, Northern Lights Racing teammate. And then Alex Smolensky in third, Michael Evdoka in fourth, Ben Hackson fifth, Pete Newman sixth, seventh Johnny Brandon, 8th for Stephen Baxter, 9th Lewis Bibby, then Diogo Melro in 10th, Josh Thompson in 11th, Callum Spencer 12th, 13th for Thorstein Helgeson, Laura Bond in 14th, 15th for Eero Solman, Simon Field in 16th, Andy Tripiano in 17th, Martin Front 18th, 19th for David Waldock, 20th Taylor Lane, Stuart Atkinson 21st, Stephen Burke in 22nd, Joe McDonald 23rd, Andrew Whitehead 24th, Cedric Gibrat in 25th, 26th Max Wright, 27th Kip Stevens, 28th Lorne Murray, and here we go. Oh, look at the starts that they make. Best starting car on iRacing. In terms of speed, is this rallycross cars.
I can't believe how they leap off the line there. That is mighty impressive.
And it is the short layout here, Alex. So you've got the hairpin immediately instead of waiting for the hairpin. Off
Someone
goes
sideways, bash, bash, bosh. And around, who the hell was that?
Oh, it's Stephen Burke's involved, and over is number 18, Andy Trupiano. What happened there? Well, that was got a little nudge, didn't he, from Martin Front. Spins around. Oh, everyone else couldn't avoid him. He ends up landing on David Waldock. That assaulting a police officer, Alex?
Yeah, I think so. Might be pulled aside at the end of this one.
Foggy from McFarlane, Evdoka in third. And then it was Hackerson. Actually, it's actually Smolensky in fourth, then Newman, and then Hackerson. So, tightly packed in the early going. Johnny Brandon and Josh Thompson look quick in the early stages as well. Brandon, been trading paints for this, Alex? Or?
Yeah, just trading paints. So
we've got the shredded wheat
we
card
haven't got
in there.
your livery on there. Please do get them uploaded so we can get them for future weeks.
Much more well behaved suddenly as a broadcast, I noticed as well, than they were when I was in it last week. So, you know, first lap was absolutely crazy. Although we do have reverse grids to come, so...
Thompson up the inside of Brandon.
I did start third in one of the races.
Nerfed out. Well, that didn't go. They must have heard you on the broadcast straight away, mate.
Who was that? It's Spencer. Oh, there's a spinner, and it's Stallman. Stallman spun. Oh, and he's been collected again, the Spencer. He didn't get it off the line. Didn't get it off the track. And already some violence going on in the early laps.
Well, look at that. That really stemmed from the Thompson and Brandon coming together. And Callum really didn't have anywhere to go. And then the car just sort of bounced around for a little bit and wouldn't get off the line. I think he was trying to get the car. Somehow it automatically corrected itself and then just bounced him back on the line. That finished him once and for all.
Dave Waldock's out. Andy Tripiano is out. Who else is out? It looks like Johnny Brandon's out. Callum Spencer's out. So in the early going, we lost 4 cars. 20 incidents is the limit. You can get disqualified. You can go off the track a bit. We realise it's rallycross cars, so there's maybe a bit of room for going off track. But you've still got to watch the slowdowns, and you've still got to watch the number of incident points. So the drivers, they've not got free rein exactly out there. They still need to follow the rules a little. How much that is or not, mate, I have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. Good to see Northern Lights Racing McFarlane in the VW, his teammate in the Fiesta, so they're having to work hard at trying to figure these cars out, but doing a great job. Both of them look very, very good in queue. With Doka trying to hunt them down in his Shell V-Power Beetle.
I've got to say that both cars look very good. I do love the Fiesta though, I think it looks excellent. Especially David Waldock's one, which is why I'm a bit sorry that he's out. Yeah. So I'm sure we'll see that later on.
Oh, we will, no doubt. We'll dig that out.
Ev Doka is going well in 3rd place, in good form recently. Great form, in fact.
Atkinson closing in on Pete Newman as well. They've got Stephen Baxter behind them, who was the quickest of all of them, I say that. Of course, they've got Thompson behind them as well, who's going boosted for this, well, certainly for this series and possibly for the 2018 BSR Touring Car Championship as well, I believe. So
a lot of people will be getting punted. That one. Sorry, Josh. I think, speaking of good form though, Stephen Baxter, he's been in good form for a few months now, into 7th. Everyone else seems to be getting on fairly well, actually. There seem to be a lot of, many casualties on this lap. In fact, I don't think there's any. I'll be surprised about it.
Finally looked like he was getting closer to his teammate on the timing screen, but slips away a little bit there. This really is the closest battle that we've got.
I really do have to point out, Alex, that Laura Bond is rocking one of my favourite rally liveries ever. It's very good.
Look. Oh yeah.
That's a classic one, that is.
Yeah.
I think the ones, maybe the very first ones, like the, Colin McRae 2 sort of era. I think that was my favourite, but that's very close.
Oh, McFarlane's so close right now.
Where's he going to get through here, do you think? It's difficult because of the way you've got to drive these cars, of course. You've got to be very patient on the throttle because of the understeer that you get, being 4-wheel drive, of course. So, am I right that it's the first 4-wheel drive series that we've actually covered here on
yeah, I think it is. We haven't seen the rough, have we? That was the other one that we could have done, but no,
the rough, yeah, the 4-wheel drive version. We had the rear wheel drive rough, didn't we? The C-Spec.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's how a rough / Porsche should be, isn't it? Rear wheel drive, trying to kill you at every opportunity. I think.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it's got to be, isn't it? Really. Good car, the Porsche, though. Very good car. It's a shame we don't see that on Apex Racing TV anymore, isn't it? Curse. Because we enjoyed the Porsche series.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I'm sure we'll get another one back at some point. Oh, good sliding by McFarlane. The Beetle getting a bit squirrely.
hold for a lap really with him there.
Yeah, do,
Really get a chance to have a look at his teammate.
Both good in sort of different areas, aren't they? Some corners the Beetle's a little better, and some the Fiesta looks like it's a bit better. So nice evenly matched cars in this early part of the season.
Problem for Atkinson. He's recovering. See what that was all about.
Oh yeah, that is a problem. Where's that?
Someone else was already off. I think that was Whitehead. Who? No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. Sorry, who was off before?
Where is that? Oh, that's the last sector for Atkinson. Oh.
He just got himself. Just got the wrong line, didn't he? I mean,
yeah.
More through the midsection. It's never good when you've got to use reverse gear.
He got understeer, didn't he? That was the problem. He got the understeer. I wasn't expecting it over the crest.
Simon Field and Thorstein Helgeson having a good little battle as well. Thorstein just got himself past Field. Field want to try and rectify that as soon as possible. Although, getting a bit of pressure now from Taylor Lane behind as well, who looks quite quick.
Field in the JCB car. Very helpful for us. I was saying to Alex beforehand. Oh, Bibby, look at that, trying to get in there as well.
I like that. That looks nice too.
Never shy. Oh, Bibby! Oh, bit of a nudge. Bibby's trying to get in there. Nice muscle past Lane. Driving from Bibby.
Oh, it's good. Oh, I thought. Oh no, he is going to have a little look. As a little blink.
Oh, big blink. Big blink from Bibby. Yeah, I was saying before the broadcast actually.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Can he keep it? Oh, Field, all kinds of sideways. Look at the damage on the front right corner. Simon Field's car, it looks bug-eyed. Oh, he's setting him up with me here.
Does seem to be wringing the neck out of it, doesn't he? Round the outside, he's going to have the inside if he can keep the overlap. He can't quiet, and all of a sudden Lane's trying to sneak his nose in there.
It's good stuff. I'm sorry, I'm a little quiet. I'm just watching it. I'm just enjoying watching it. Bibby, look at this. Ah, it's going to be really good. He slides the rear end as well on the way out. Lewis Bibby up into 12th place.
Onto the final lap of the race.
Oh, already?
So Hackerson all of a sudden just lost 3 or 4 spots there.
Oh! Lane nearly hits Field. Yeah, for the viewers at home as well, I think it's very helpful that you've got the names on the front of the cars on the roof strip, as you can see. I think it's the best idea that they've had, really. And should be able to do it on more cars, actually. You should be able to almost select it on some, on most of the cars.
Yeah, I agree.
So, as an option, because I think something like that's fantastic for us as a commentator and fantastic for the viewers at home as well. If Foggy's just slightly running out of tyres here. They've had to shorten the race length, incidentally, because of many people running out of fuel at Brands Hatch last week.
Yeah, while it was an interesting concept and something to have to deal with, yeah, in the end, everybody would rather just go flat out. And flat out, he's gone. Nicole Foggy all the way to the checkered flag. Excellent race, no mistakes. Faultless. McFarlane in second. His teammate couldn't get a look. And Docker comes across in third.
This Baxter and that was close. Baxter and Newman. Sorry, Alex.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, somebody's crashed.
Ackerson. Oh, who's that slow as well? Someone slow on the final lap.
Yeah, it's somebody out.
Yeah, it is.
No, he's all right. Just
lost a bunch of places, mind you.
I don't think it's fuel for Helgeson anyway. Everybody else is all right for fuel.
Stevens, all kinds of sideways coming out the final turn.
Atkinson having a lot of fun in the old Beetle there. He's got the handbrake pressed down semi-permanently. Giving it some though, which is good. In the boosted.
That's a great shot. That is. I think it was Nico Foggy. Was it 4-wheel drifting coming over the crest? That looked awesome. I was on the perfect camera angle for that.
I don't know who that was.
It's got to go in the highlight.
Was that at the top of the hill?
Yeah, I think so. That's got to go in the highlight reel. That has, I'll tell you.
look good. So race 1 of 4 is complete here at Mid-Ohio, and these are the results. Nico Foggy winning the race by 0.6 of a second over Ross McFarlane, with Michael Evdocker in 3rd, Alex Malinsky 4th, and Pete Newman in 5th. Stephen Baxter is 6th, ahead of Josh Thompson, then Ben Hackerson, Diogo Melro, and Martin Front rounding up the top 10. Taylor Lane is 11th, then Simon Field in 12th. 13th for Thorstein Helgeson, 14th Lewis Bibby, Cedric Gibrat in 15th, and then in 16th is Joe McDonald, Hero Solman in 17th, Andrew Whitehead in 18th, Stephen Burke 19th, 20th for Kip Stevens, 21st Laura Bond, 22nd Vaughan Murray, 23rd Max Wright, 24th Stuart Atkinson. And just the 4 retirements, all really on the first 2 laps: Johnny Brandon, Callum Spencer, Andy Trupiano, and PC David Warlock.
3 more races to go tonight, so don't go anywhere. We're gonna. I assume we're spinning the wheel, Andrew. They didn't do it last week, so I guess they just did it randomly. So, but we'll spin one anyway.
I think there was I think it was lead lap cars, but yeah, we'll have a go. We'll do it.
Yeah, if they want to use it, they're more than welcome to, of course. For anyone who's tuned in for the first time, so we bring up a wheel of fortune, give it a spin, and the reverse grid will be as we land on.
I was trying to rack my brain to think of what they did last week, and then I remember, well, I don't know what they did last week, but I assumed it was full every time.
Okay,
I know I ended.
And for some strange reason, the wheel doesn't want to come up. Let's try that again. Oh, not playing ball at all. Right.
I know I started 3rd in one of the races, so that money obviously found its way to the admins. Didn't help me though.
Okay, we're using the BSR Cup one. Yeah, positions we need. Right, let's give it a spin and say we'll see. As you've done that. It's gonna be a full, that's for sure. I mean, well, might as well be. 29th.
29th.
Be a full, isn't it?
It is a full. There was only 28 starters. Yeah. So. Okay, it'll be 24th. It'll be Stuart Atkinson on the pole, and we'll see how he gets on then after the break.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
the outside contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back to Mid-Ohio for the BSR Winter Series in the Rallycross cars. Andrew Woodhouse and Alex Simpson with you for Apex Racing TV. And the first round, well, it threw up some exciting action, actually. Good battle for the win, and some battles all the way through the field. We've got the reverse grid in play this time, Alex, so I'm sure that it's going to be a bit manic, as it was last week when I was a part of the action.
It will. Looking forward to seeing how the reverse pans out, actually. Cause
I'm not sure I would use the words looking forward, because I think...
Yeah, no, I am. But I haven't seen any of it yet. You have. So I think I'm hoping it's going to be really good for fun to watch.
Heed the warnings. Stuart Atkinson on pole, Max Wright in second, Lon Murray third, Laura Bond in fourth, Kip Stevens fifth, Stephen Burke sixth, seventh, Andrew Whitehead, eighth for Ira Solman, John McDonald ninth, and Cedric Gibra in 10th. Here we go. Didn't see race one. Watch these starts. The red lights are on. Oh, look at the starts in the midfield. Fantastic. Stuart Atkinson gets a good one. He's away well. Laura Bond up into second place. And take that one away from. I'm not sure who that is actually. The inside.
Oh no! Oh no! There we go.
Oh, there's a shredded wheat car.
That's what
around.
we came here to see.
Oh, it's all happening on the exit of the hairpin, Alex. The track is... Oh! Big crash.
It's continuing as well. The field's going to be gone by the time we get to the end of this lap.
Newman, Stevens, and once towed back to the pits. I'm not exactly sure who that is. Yeah, all sorts of stuff going on in the throughout the field so far. Oh, off goes Melro. Oh, wide goes Melro. Finds the car. It's a good move there by Josh Thompson. Get up past Simon Field. Then you've got Foggy. We've seen him trying to come through the field. Go Foggy. The Scotsman going to do about the traffic is into the pits. Goes Cedric Gibra.
Literally like a Northern Lights racing train there, isn't it? Led by Foggy.
Oh, who's that? He's Bibby, completely out of control. Oh. That was stupid driving, to be honest. He's going to end up getting a slowdown.
Look at Stephen Burke. Hello, everybody.
Adam Bath is here, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, mate.
This is great, isn't it? Look at this.
Oh, no. Oh, round is
that
Atkinson.
Have a little replay of the Bibby incident. Let's watch this.
Oh, he's still getting hit. This time by his own teammate.
Oh,
on the grass. I think it's Kip Stevens. Oh,
someone's over.
Atkinson's over, and Docker's
It's Melro.
It's Melro.
He's doing the Homer Simpson right there.
He collided with Melro. Oh, Melro's over. Oh dear.
Oh.
That was the boosted car. Adam, as you can see, it's quite. This is quite hectic.
It is. I've only been here for 30 seconds.
Docker's gone through. Alex on Waldock, who I still think Waldock's got the best livery in the field. I think there's no question.
Whitehead's lost. Well, he's lost his spoiler and half of the rear end of his car. What happened there?
Now it's now the family version.
Oh, it was already gone at this point. So.
Like I said, the cooling's again pretty decent for that boosted car. You won't get a lot of downforce out of that, I don't think. Meanwhile, in the lead is... I don't actually know. Stuart Atkinson's in the lead. And then it's Laura Bond. And then it's Bibby. And then it's Burke. And then Foggy, Field, Front, Thompson and McFarlane. That's it. The top 9 and 10th is Hackerson. Somehow. How is Hackerson 10th, Adam? He spent half of that getting punted by pretty much everybody. Punted, I suppose we should say.
Power of the Rallycross car right there, I think. That we got to see there, dear me. But yeah, Atkinson leads. Ross McFarlane has gained 14 positions, and his latest one is just getting past Martin Front into 8th place. So fantastic opening few laps for Ross McFarlane, and he's trying to get some more here as he tries to get past Josh Thompson and Simon Field, and Tomo is now looking on field 2.
Bibby by Bond as well, a little bit wide off the final corner. Onto the grass, and yeah, still not as quick on the grass as it is the tarmac, even though these cars are fine.
Only just.
Farland as well, having a little look on Simon Field. Just for the people watching as well, obviously we can see the fans in the rear of the car, what they're for.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I
Call
don't.
the boost down. I don't know. I'll have to look at that.
I have no idea.
Is it like, is it for like the intercooler? Is that what it's on? So I was thinking it might be like.
It could be, but I'm not sure.
They look beefy, don't they?
Yeah. They do. Oh.
I was hoping it might be some sort of aero effect, but
maybe
that's
through,
wishful
Alex.
thinking.
Maybe it's through, or like a ground effect.
Yeah, but maybe not. Who knows?
Wrong direction or something like that.
Oh, sorry. It's Field.
He's lost my headset. He's out of control. Field, what happened?
Going through the final corner, someone forced way through there. It was Martin in front. He literally.
Cop out. There's a copper on the scene, which is just what you need.
It's Field again.
He's not bothered about the dangerous driving. He's
He's gone, isn't he?
Atkinson's lost the lead. Atkinson's lost the lead. How's that happened?
He lost the lead anyway, and now he's lost a bit more than that. He's lost positions to Thompson and to Burke. Foggy and Bond going side by side.
Is there anything that Foggy can't drive?
Nope.
Exactly
McLaren
what we
maybe? I
said
don't know.
earlier.
Just as a... We can drive that as well.
Good to see
Maybe
Steve
no.
back
Please drop us a
series.
message.
Thompson, no, he's going to get a welcome into him.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, couldn't it? But on both accounts, Thompson's just on the grass. He doesn't care. He's going to go into the hairpin, boys. I can see it. Oh, thought about it. Oh!
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Burke's not going to be happy about that. Oh, he's
Look
off.
at him.
Oh, that's a
he's
great drift,
drifting
though.
it.
He hasn't helped him, though.
Kudos points are not available.
It
But
should
if we
be
were
for
on
that,
PGR4, then yeah.
Oh dear, I remember that on the original Xbox. Did you love them? Some of these drivers are going to need Batman to save them, Alex, I think.
0.8 of a second, 0.7 of a second is what the gap is at the front. And yeah, Bibby blinking as well. Already started with the defensive tactics.
I'm going to just call it and say that he's got no chance. I think Foggy's just so quick. I don't think he's got any hope in hell of keeping this. He'll definitely try his hardest.
Oh, something's kicking off in the background.
It's I don't know who it is, to be fair.
It's Stephen Burke
it was
again.
Whitehead. It was Whitehead, I think, who got... Oh, so, yeah, Burke just turns across Whitehead. Whitehead, had nowhere to go. He's a lap down as well. Maybe versus Foggy. Foggy got a good slipstream down the back straight. What's left of it anyway on the short layout.
Foggy, this is the equivalent of playing F1 2017 on on the beginner difficulty, or maybe not that bad, but on one of the lesser difficulties.
Like 40% or something for him. They told us, didn't they? They told us he was good. He came over to iRacing and proved it, and he's proving it day after day after day. Bibby's again on the grass. There is a 20 incident limit, Alex, that we mentioned in the first race, and the drivers are going to have to be watching that.
Yeah, where's Foggy going to get by right now? Because Bibby's good enough to not to make a mistake. I don't want to curse him and hope he doesn't do it. He's going to have to shape him up somewhere, isn't he? Very close now.
He might be able to do it now, but I don't...
Hey, what they could almost do the keyhole as a joker lap if they wanted, going into the hairpin then.
I don't know how you'd police that. Where's Waldo? Oh! That wasn't bad. Didn't get a great exit, Nico Foggy.
Ford is mighty here.
I was saying Bibby hasn't got hope in hell. This is increasingly looking like I'm going to have to eat my words, isn't it?
Going from 29th on the grid.
Yeah, up to second, 21 positions.
Sorry,
gained.
24th, wasn't it? My mistake.
Yeah, biggest mover.
Maybe absolutely clobbered for the curbs. Unsettled the car. Look how planted Foggy's car looks, Alex. We were talking about this in the practice, weren't we, in the qualifying session. So absolutely nailed to the ground he's got that Fiesta.
Yeah, it looks very comfortable, doesn't he, in there?
Not sliding at all. Ooh! Might just have to...
Thompson up to third, by the way. He's just disposed of Laura Bond, so that's a shame. Laura was on for a podium, but Tomo through. One more lap to go.
The difference as well with these cars, when they use different lines and able to power out, when they're trying to go around the outside, the speed differential can be pretty huge. Maybe he's trying to defend. Braking is not easy in these rallycross cars. Guy's doing a good job of it. Great exit by Foggy. He's sliding the car. He's sliding onto the grass, and that might have just ruined any chance he had of getting through. He's going to struggle now, isn't he?
I think so, 0.3 of a second.
Is it going to be one of those classic World Rallycross Championship moves that we're going to see here? We see Petter Solberg do it quite a bit. Let's see if Nicole Foggy can be the Scottish Petter Solberg here.
Petter Solberg. Could be. Oh, here we go then. Final sector. I think the final sector, if previous races have been anything to go by, it's got to be a bump and run, hasn't it? That's usually how you get past people. Here he's going round the outside. I don't think he's going to make it, surely. Maybe he cuts back. Maybe he's going to win it. Or is he? Oh,
Just.
Brilliant. Well done, Lewis Bibby. Fantastic.
Barland just got Bond as well.
P4 for him.
Yeah. Baxter versus the car in front. That is Spencer. And also the Beetle's going to be through. It's McDonald.
Yeah. Through goes Joe, and then Helgeson. Oh, there's a crash. What's that?
Brandon.
It's
dear.
Johnny
Brandon. Not a lot left of that. Shredded wheat car. He hasn't eaten his shredded wheat today. Yeah, that is indeed. I have to say, Adam, I have to encroach on your territory here. Cars that started in the top 10 that finished there, only 3.
That was this championship straight away right there, isn't it? And yeah, what a race that is. We're already through the finishing order then. Nicole Foggy takes the win. I think he makes us see both our words there. And Nicole Foggy getting second place. Only 86 thousandths of a second in it in the end. Josh Thompson from 18th to 3rd. All the top 3 started outside the top 10. There you go. Ross McFarlane finished in 4th. 5th for Laura Bond. 6th Martin Front. 7th our pole sitter Stuart Atkinson. Then Michael Evdoka with Stephen Burke and David Waldock in 10th. Then 11th Callum Spur. He's seeing Joe McDonald in 12th. Then Stephen Baxter 13th. Thorstein Helgeson in 14th. Then 15th for Simon Field, car 1. Then 16th Johnny Brandon. 17th Ben Hackerson, who I'm sure spent most of this race sideways. Max Wright 18th after starting on the front row. Then Pete Newman 19th and Kip Stevens finishing in 20th. And Cedric Gibrat in 21st. 22nd Lorne Murray. 23rd Andrew Whitehead. Taylor Lane 3 laps down. Diogo Melro was doing the Homer Simpson there in 25th place. And finishing in 26th. It is Royce Solomon.
Cheers, Adam. And yeah, Alex, that was eventful, wasn't it? And, well, we've seen what the reverse grid can do. We see what it'll do again this time?
Yeah, let's give it a spin.
It'll be Whitehead on the pole.
Sizable reverse grids with the amount of cars that we've got, but 24th it looks like it's going to be, which I think, again, is the maximum it could hit.
Oh yeah, Taylor Lane, who was 3 laps down, so we'll go back to Andrew Whitehead again. So he's going to be on pole position for race 3. Lorne Murray 2nd, Gibraltar in 3rd, Kip Stevens 4th, and Pete Newman going to be starting in 5th.
Not a bad result for Whitehead in the end then. So, well, we'll see what he can do from pole position when we return here on Apex Racing TV in the BSR Winter Series.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
And the outside contact made. 56 slides it at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race. So you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Come back to Mid-Ohio then, Apex Racing TV, BSR Winter Series, and the Rallycross cars are out in force, and well, it's definitely been entertaining so far. Andrew Woodhouse here with you, of course, with Alex Simpson, and bringing Adam Bath for the first time before the race, and Adam, with about 30 seconds to go, well, is it going to be as exciting as the previous race, I wonder? I hope so.
I reckon it'll be more exciting. There we go, I'm laying down the gauntlet already.
Oh, there he is, yeah.
I reckon this could be mega. And we've got the grid. We've got the grid to make it happen. I reckon, with the fast guy starting at the back, and some unknowns at the front. So we'll wait and see what happens. And we've got a Beetle starting on the pole in Taylor Lane as we're advancing to the lights. Here we go.
Here we go then. Getting ready for the start. Going to get the best jump off the line. Oh, was that that was either a brilliant start by Simon Field or a jump, but he's up from 9th on the grid. He's up to 4th position already.
Simon Field's gained 5 positions already.
Oh, and wide goes the leader, Taylor Lane. Oh, he's been hit. Whitehead into lane. Field has to take avoiding action.
Oh, Field's been hit. Oh,
there's a pile up at the hairpin.
Poor Field. He's still.
Oh,
on the roof.
Someone's over. Weak car's over again.
Flying through the air. Is it Spencer?
No, it's Brandon.
Oh, off is Martin Front again. Oh, and also off is some more cars. Everyone's just scrambling for their own bit of track here. Pete Newman leads.
Off goes Atkinson.
So far, we've only had one car out of the race, and that is Johnny Brandon. It's hectic stuff in this one.
Brandon had a massive one going down the back straight, though.
Yeah.
Really did have an absolute nightmare of one. It's close here. The lower reach of the top 10. That's Whitehead, Helgeson, Lane, and Docker McDonald. David Waldock.
Oh yeah, Taylor Lane's in the mix there as well as we go for the final corner. It's Beetle versus Ford, and off goes the Ford.
Oh, hello.
It's...
What happened? It's Whitehead.
Whitehead again. He's... Oh!
Brace yourselves.
Middle of the course.
Not having the best of meets, has he? I've been saying that a lot recently.
Well, what
Not
happened
the best of luck, has he? Oh, look at that big drift by 49. Who's that? That's Josh Thompson. It wasn't a very fast way around the corner.
Andrew Whitehead is off and over. Oh, he's done it to himself. Oh, I thought someone had hit him while he was stationary. We might have to stay with that one, Alex. He gets the car going, then drives into the wall, and somehow the car ends up oh dear.
Saving the embarrassment.
We'll go back to live here. Pete Newman then leads. Also out of the race is Solman.
Embarrassment's our name of the game, isn't it?
Oh, we dish it out. We can take it.
To be honest, I was in, like I say, Adam, I was in this last week and I was not very good. So.
Oh well.
Oh, Bash! Oh, Taylor Lane's off.
Oh, he's back on.
Round goes the Beetle.
It's McDonald.
No, McDonald. Let's conduct the race. He was in the first. He was in the first race. He was at least in the qualifying.
Okay.
Oh, who's that going well off? Well wide, Bibby. And he hits the boosted car. And he hits Lane.
Find your way around this track, eh?
What's he
4
doing?
wide.
Oh, he's hit Lane again.
Oh,
that was
is
silly.
a catapult.
That was silly, that.
David Waldock.
And David
The
Waldock
boots come off.
What about PC Vlog? Like Sergeant Bash. And David Waldock is Bulldogs. That wasn't his fault. So I'm not sure what Bibby was doing, weaving around like that on the straight. But Alex, that was a bit daft, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just looked like a hit one car and then ricocheted to the other, and then yeah, it was just a passenger then.
Bit daft,
Bibby is. Oh, sorry, Bibby. Sorry.
He won a fantastic race in race 2, Lewis Bibby, but wasn't the greatest piece of driving I've ever seen.
For a brief moment, I thought that Bibby had lost the lead, but I forgot that he goes to the top of the timing screen, sitting in toes. So, yeah, problems there. Second is Ben Hackerson now. What can he do about Pete Newman up the road? Newman's been setting some impressive lap times. We're halfway through this one. It's 4.6 seconds. But the battle for third is on between Gibranton and Hackerson. No, not Hackerson. It's Max Wright.
I may have to apologise to Lewis actually because he got. There may have been a slight contact. It was close. There was a tiny bit of neck code with 84. Diogo Melro. So it might be that was just that was what happened there. Looking at it on second viewing. Very helpfully, Adam, the organisers have decided to put the drivers' names on the front of the cars so that we can see them easily.
Nice of them. Oh, as here comes Josh Thompson at the inside of Forstein Helgeson. So that is Tomo up into 6th position, and now he's trying to get past this remaining Beetle of Taylor Lane.
Oh, who's in the Ford there?
Boggy.
Boggy looking really racy there.
There's Thompson. Here he comes on Taylor Lane, then onto lap 5. He's up to 5th, 10 seconds off the lead.
Lane's gone a bit wide.
I was out of the race. Johnny Brandon, Murray, Solman, Waldock, Whitehead and Bibby out.
By the way, Alex, I don't know if you can see it, but look at the car of Max Wright. That's unbelievably colourful. I like that.
Let's get a bit closer. Let's have a look. Monster Energy one.
They've used every colour in the palette there.
Yeah, literally gone for it, haven't they?
Kaleidoscope of
trying
colour.
to line that up on the
Oh God.
on the template, that's for sure.
Somebody needs.
In fairness, they might not have done. We couldn't tell. There's so much going on there. Just gone splat.
Somebody needs an F1 car looking like that, I reckon.
Phil's had a sneeze. Nicole Foggy has passed Taylor Lane, so Foggy now up to 6th position, and now Lane is under pressure from Helgeson. To be fair, I don't.
Oh no!
It's well held.
It was well held. I think it was Melro.
Oh, that is
no.
it. What's he
that's
doing?
not
On board with
well
Helgeson
held.
as he goes for a roll.
Ah.
Well, oh dear me. That's Melro. That was that retribution, or was that?
That was just a spin, I think.
I think in Helgeson's defence, he tried to correct the car and then ended up running out of room.
Whitehead's out.
Oh, he's been out for a while. Oh, he's out for the.
He's out properly this time.
Yeah, he's made his 3rd visit to the pits, I should say.
Meanwhile, Pete Newman leads by 4 seconds.
Yeah, Hackerson hasn't been able to make any inroads here on him, so the gap has remained at 4 seconds. Where's Josh Thompson in all this? Has he got past Max Rice? He just has. So. Oh no, he isn't.
No, he hasn't.
It's coming under a bit of pressure from Foggy. Actually, it's Foggy. Looks like he's on the hunt.
Still ahead of Foggy.
One's going to go to the end.
Great job by Max Wright, actually, so far.
Indeed, yes.
8 seconds off the lead in the Monster Energy car.
We can all safely say that I don't think we'll be able to do this good.
I know I can't do this good. I proved it last week.
There you go. With me, there's the potential for me to be terrible. I don't know. I haven't tried yet.
Well, you'll have to get doing this next week.
Yeah, it's a deal.
Go, we've heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't see my idiocy, so we'll get to see Adams in full view next week.
Maybe a stream might be needed.
Oh yeah,
And
go
a few
on,
bits of
why not?
alcohol. Or, I don't know.
Oh,
It will be New Year's. It will be New Year's Day of just.
Oh, Foggy! Oh, right's gone. Right's gone off. Oh, we were just saying how well he was doing. It's gone off. Although mercifully, doesn't cut the cost to try and go back on.
TV show called The Right Stuff, and I don't think that was the right stuff, right?
No, it was right off. But the car isn't a write-off, so he's going to be able to carry on. Cedric Gibra is in third place. He's got the charging Englishman and the charging Scotsman behind him. And the French driver just decides, well, I'm not going to bother with any of this. Oh.
Well, Tomo's in third. I think Hackison's a bit too far away, as we are starting the last lap.
The second to last lap.
The second to last lap.
Yes. All right, we missed the finish.
I know
we
can't count on Apex Racing.
No, can't count on Apex Racing if we can see the amount of laps, right? No.
And the amount of races that we have in a season, but
there's that as well. Who's moving through the field then? Apart from, to be honest, it's mostly Thompson and Foggy. Martin front's up 10 positions.
And Melro, amazingly.
Yeah, I don't know how, because he spent most of the day getting hit.
To be fair, behind him there's only 5 cars. The rest are all out, and he did start at the back of the grid after rolling over in race 2. So
you might have to jump on for the last 2 races and get some points.
Could very well be.
Might just do it anyway.
Foggy versus Thompson. This is the battle then. This is going to be the one for us to look at, I think, in the final 1.5 laps. Foggy couldn't get past Bibby in race 2, but he's going to try and get past the iRacing Road Pro Series driver here, who again is a brilliant all-rounder, it seems, when it comes to iRacing.
Foggy did a good job. That's one thing Foggy does do quite well, Alex, is tries to avoid contact at all costs. He's not one of these who'll try and push his way past.
Yeah, no, a good driver actually. One of the better ones to join the series.
He thinks.
I mean, not with any disrespect to any of the guys, but he's kind of like David Baker in his attitude towards the series and getting moves done.
Does he want you to sign up in the future, Alex?
I couldn't comment on that at this early stage.
Can't comment on other drivers, of course, the team's drivers. But what we can comment on is the fact that Pete Newman is off towards the victory, and he's done a great job in the CQR car there. On the screen on the left-hander, and now it's just this switchback section at the end of the lap. It's really just a long right, and then this kink left. Sacrifice the corner just to open up the exit. Pete Newman takes the win. That's brilliant.
Good job. Hackison is going to come through second. Who's going to get third? It is going to be Tomo. Battle between Laura Bond and Max Wright. And Max Wright goes around the outside and Laura Bond spun.
Oh, Max Wright must have dropped down the order on that lap because Laura Bond was in 12th.
Max Wright was in third, wasn't he?
Yeah, now Laura Bond's down to 15th.
The car looks in the right state, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, off goes no, not McDonald. Atkinson, sorry. McDonald going through. And he just takes it. Just takes 16th. That'll be the end of that. So, fantastic race there. And, yeah, third one of the evening. Pretty good. Adam, if you could take us through the finishing order as everyone's crossed the line.
Pete Newman takes the win then. Great job by Pete Newman, really, there. In his Ford, second Ben Hackison, 5 seconds behind. Then Josh Thompson getting that podium on the final lap of the race. Nicole Foggy finishing in fourth, those two flying through the field together. Some drivers actually flying literally, but we'll get on to them. Fifth for Cedric Gibra, and then Taylor Lane finishing in sixth, the pole sitter. That's a pretty respectable job, I think, from Taylor Lane there. Tell you what, I probably will do a lot worse. 7th, Martin Front. 8th, Simon Field. 9th, Stephen Baxter. And 10th, Stephen Berg. Two different ways of spelling Stephen there. Cars starting inside the top 10 that finished there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually had 5 of them today in race 3. Max Wright 11th, Callum Spencer 12th. It's Melro in 13th. He's had an up and down race 3. Then Evdoka 14th, Laura Bond 15th. Then Joe McDonald, Stuart Atkinson, Ross McFarlane. And then if we get a reverse grid, it'll be him on the pole. And then the cars that didn't finish, Thorstein Helgesen, Andrew Whitehead, 3 visits to the pits I've got down here for him in that one. Lewis Bibby, 21 laps down. Then after that, David Waldock, who went flying. Solman, Lorne Murray and Johnny Brandon, who also went flying on the back straight in what is quickly becoming some pretty chaotic opening laps in this series. Quite difficult for us to keep up on, but it is brilliant to watch, and if you're able to survive, it looks like it can be pretty rewarding in terms of gaining quite a few positions.
Yeah, I think you're right, and keeping a clean car I think is the key. Alex, I think the reverse grid's going to be somewhat arbitrary, but we're going to spin it anyway, and we're going to see what we get.
Yeah, I feel so. Let's do it. Got enough retirement, so yeah, wherever it lands, it's going to be effectively a forward. And it's going to be 29th again.
Yeah, so that's Ross McFarlane then on pole, finishing 18th, and the Stuart Atkinson 2nd, Joe McDonald 3rd, Laura Bond 4th, and Michael Docker in 5th. So let's go and find out what's going to happen in race 4 from Mid-Ohio as the BSR Rallycross Series continues.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
the outside, contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be into stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing.
Oh, no, it's not.
Alright.
Welcome back to Mid-Ohio, fourth race of the day. Here in the Rallycross, the BSR Winter Series. Woodhouse, Adam Bath, Alex Simpson with you. We're sorry, we do apologise. There's a couple of issues on the stream. Really a lot we can do. Just connection issues there. On the pole is Lewis Bibby, Andrew Whitehead, then Helgeson, then McFarlane, Atkinson. His top five. Here come the lights. Green light is on. Good start by Helgeson. He really got away well. Second place. And he didn't hook up the second place, did he? Whitehead still in front. What happened into the hairpin? That's been the key point.
Oh, where's he gone? The Bibby has overshot the corner by a mile.
Wow, miles off, wasn't he? He's been passed by Max Wright. He's been passed by everybody.
That's Whitehead versus McFarlane now.
Last place for him. Oh, Whitehead. Oh, wow. Off into the gravel goes Field. Bond is off as well. Someone's off at the hairpin. They've crashed into the wall. It's... I don't know who it is. Somebody else is off in the middle sector.
Everyone's still going though, which is it always off goes wide, goes Joe McDonald, which allows Ev Doka back through into third.
It might have been Helgeson that crashed into the wall at the top of the hill.
Yeah, he's another of the cars that has dropped 17 places already. Now through the final few corners and to complete the opening lap, Ross McFarlane takes the lead, then crosses the line. I don't think we've had a Beetle win today.
I don't think we'll see McFarlane again.
Oh, look at Whitehead.
Oh, he's all over the place.
David goes through.
Going for it at least. There's Andrew. Melrose.
Is the handbrake a thing in this car, or do you have to, or do you use it loads, or
Not really.
I wouldn't imagine we're still going to use it on the road parts of the rallycross, but certainly on the dirt you can.
Some people are using it when the tyres get a little bit warm. Help the car turn. Just at the tap of the handbrake.
Thompson v Foggy. It continues. Max Wright has crashed, I think. He's dropped down the order, but Thompson up the inside of Callum Spencer. And he's through, so that's Thompson up to 7th place. He's only 5 seconds off the lead. He hasn't won today, however, he has been mightily impressive.
Well, Max Wright has crashed. A little bit of help from Lewis Bibby.
Oh my goodness me.
What?
Thompson, you brought that on yourself, however, fortunately, it ended a lot better than it could have done.
Unbelievable, Adam, and she somehow managed to survive it, carry on. McFarlane leads, at Docker second, Whitehead third, John McDonald fourth, Diogo Melrose in fifth, and sixth is Josh Thompson. Going through his Melrose on McDonald. That's good work there.
That's stupid.
Oh, big crash.
Yeah, that was stupid, Alex. Whoever that was at the inside, that was someone coming from a long way back.
It's Atkinson.
I love the sound of these cars when they're on sort of like, overdrive coming off the power.
But you're going to say I love the sound of these cars, they're crashing.
I know.
But yeah, they sound good, don't they?
Josh Thompson down a few positions. Martin Front seems to have got by. So is Nicole Foggy too. So Thompson maybe in a little bit of misfortune there. At the moment anyway, so McFarlane leading us off, goes car 40. That's Whitehead.
No, Whitehead's still going.
But he's wheel to wheel.
There goes Melrose.
Brilliant.
Yeah, just good move by Diogo Melrose there. McDonald's trying to take advantage as well. Whitehead trying to hang on to 4th now, as opposed to trying to keep 3rd. Around the outside is... I don't know who that is. Front, is it? Yeah. That's in front. And then behind front is...
Foggy.
Foggy, yes.
Foggy goes through into 6th place there, 12 positions gained. And oh, what a move!
Front's up the inside. That wasn't what a move. That was too aggressive by front. And here it goes. Yeah, yeah, that's rubbish.
Come on, Andrew.
You should know better than that. Got to know better than that. And,
that is shocking. I know you can get frustrated, but
that's rubbish, though.
Front
managed to self-right the car.
It was bad. But there's no excuse for that.
It wasn't a good move by front.
I'm going to wind it back and have a look at all of it.
Yeah, do it. There's no excuse for what he's done there. Martin Front did manage to self-right, Adam, though.
Oh.
Get back down eventually. It was pretty good.
Well, he's now at the back and he's the last car running, but somehow Whitehead managed to survive that as well.
He needs to get a ban of some kind for that, to be honest. No excuse for that.
Well, race order then on lap 5. Ross McFarlane leads at Doka by 1.3 seconds, and it's Melrose in 3rd, so things are starting to stretch out a little bit at the front. Then 4th is Foggy, 5th is Thompson, 6th McDonald, 7th Taylor Lane, 8th Stephen Burke, 9th Stephen Baxter, and 10th is Stuart Atkinson.
Then he's really hanging on to that Beetle. He's trying to hang on. Bibby's trying to go through as well. Race 2 winner. Bibby's got a lot of damage.
It all went downhill literally from turn 2 for Lewis Bibby, didn't it? When he missed turn 2. So
fortunately for him, Atkinson's wide. Back on. Is he under control? Just about. Oh,
they both go off
as well. They both go off as they're trying to desperately cling on to. Bash! Atkinson into Bibby. He drifted wide there. Lewis isn't going to be happy about that.
Bibby's trying to hold on to the car, I think.
Bibby's really struggling with the grip of that Ford Fiesta.
Almost like he's got no power steering. He's having to guess. Well, probably has, but I'm just saying that's what it looks like.
Suffering with that damage, mate. That's the thing.
And then lap 6.
Ooh, look at that Newman. Newman, who won the race 3. Alex on the inside of Helgeson. I'm trying to.
Yeah, trying to fight back. Let's go around the outside now. No overlap. Fortunately, Austin saw it coming, left enough room.
Newman tried to make an overlap.
Got one
on the inside. It's going to go through now. Helgeson hits him. Bibby and Atkinson still battling.
Battle that's going on all right now was Baxter and Burke. Burke run wide.
The 2 Steves, yeah.
Surely now, Bibby's going to have a look. Atkinson's placing his car well. A slight half a mistake. They're going a bit wide in the last corner. Bibby's trying to look for any which way to go through. He goes up the inside. Atkinson's got the outside, which will be the inside now for the hairpin at turn 2. Bibby going to shoot the Fiesta out of there. He tried to do, didn't he? But he would have run into the Beetle.
Trying everything, he's having to make it all the time in the corners. As off in front goes Stephen Burke. No, he just holds on to it. I just saw the smoke and thought he was done for there. But a great battle going on between Taylor Lane. Just up the road.
Sorry, maybe just got hit by Newman as they were just coming through. He's trying to take Atkinson. Yeah, Lane. Lane's so sideways. But that's not worked well for him because Baxter's through. Getting the better run through there. The car was a lot straighter, a lot more grip. And Ford is through.
Well, for 3rd place is heating up as well between Diogo Moro and Foggy.
And Foggy getting overtake done. And one of the faster drivers in the series. Struggled to do in the earlier rounds.
Look at the drive the Ford gets there. And it could be done by the time we get to the corner here.
Be close, the Volkswagen just not able to continue staying alongside of Foggy. Melro had a bit of a nightmare the other night, didn't he? Let's be honest. Looks seemingly doing a lot better tonight. Josh Thompson's up to 5th from 19th on the grid with good performance there. Who else is having a good run? Pete Newman obviously having a good run as well. Taylor Lane's up 9 positions. And looking stylish while he's doing it. He's off though.
Thorstein Helgeson versus Simon Fields. This is for 11th place in the closing stages here.
Only one more lap to go.
Yeah, indeed, last lap. Final tour. And round the outside goes Simon Field, and off goes Simon Field.
Oh dear.
And he nearly collects Pete Newman when he rejoins. That was one attempt to try and get 11th place, but I think he's now going to be 12th unless something remarkable happens on this final lap.
Pete Newman, this is old team boss, Alex. Waging more on the track now.
Well, you know, it's all fair, isn't it, on the racetrack?
That's it. Both got past Atkinson, who was defending very well from Bibby earlier on. Bibby's up to 10th now. I don't think he's going to catch Burke. It's going to be close. McFarlane, he's just got a couple of corners to go, Adam.
Here it comes. We did say at the end, well, he said at the end of the opening lap he'd be out of sight after the opening lap, and it looks like he has. He's ended the gap to 2.8 seconds, and he's coming through the final corner now.
Ross McFarlane completes a good night for Northern Lights Races. He takes the win. Excellent job. And a celebratory four-wheel drift. Good. Ross McFarlane.
Well, I said
going on.
I said remarkable things would happen, and they have happened. And it's Helgeson and Atkinson. And I said that it would take something remarkable for Field to get by, and he has.
Gibratsov as well.
How'd that happen?
I think he just went off in the wake of Helgeson.
Anyway,
well, Laura Bond to take a couple of places.
Yeah, indeed, and I'm sure the post-race.
Oh!
What?
Was
close across the line there.
Helgeson and Whitehead, less than half a tenth in it. Yeah.
Well, he actually booked him across the line, just because he just ran out of space to pull out into the middle of the road there. Nothing to do with that. I reckon he's off to the steward's office, Andrew Whitehead, though, after this. No question about that. Right, Adam, for the final time tonight, then, if you can take us through the final results in race 4.
Ross McFarlane wins then. Second, Michael Evdoka. Third, Nicole Foggy. That's another third place result for him after starting in 18th on the grid. Diogo Melro 4th. 5th for Josh Thompson. 6th for Stephen Baxter. 7th for Taylor Lane. 8th, Joe McDonald. 9th, Stephen Burke. And 10th, Lewis Bibby. Simon Fields gaining a position on the final lap of the race to go from 12th to 11th. Then 12th place finish for Pete Newman. Max Wright 13th. Cedric Gibrat in 14th. Laura Bond 15th. Thorstein Helgeson 16th. Andrew Whitehead, who had an awful evening, but I don't think there's any excuse for what we saw there in race 4. 18th for Callum Spencer, then Martin Front, and the cars that were one lap down or more. Stuart Atkinson a lap down, and the only car that failed to finish the race, the only car that will get 0 points, is Ben Hackerson.
Did he will. And, well, Alex, to sum up that meeting then, that was... it was entertaining. It was manic. It was everything we thought it was going to be.
Exactly. I didn't come into this one expecting to see anything else, but you know, some real, you know, pressure moves, you know, some risky moves and some contact and a lot of fun, a lot of drifting. We had some great races, some good winners as well tonight. So, you know, like everything, it's got to grow and evolve, I think, hasn't it? So, just need to cut out some of the nonsense that we saw, mind you.
Well, it's going to be evolving next week because Adam Bath's probably going to be in the car. So, if that doesn't evolve the series, then I don't know what will. I'm sorry, mate.
Yeah, it's impending death coming, I reckon.
Probably.
I'll make sure I get pretty drunk to do it.
There we go. It might be needed. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for watching here tonight. The BSR Winter Series with the Rallycross cars. We've enjoyed it, and we'll be covering the entire rest of the season, of course, all the way through the winter. So, in fact, that's us done until after Christmas now. So, well, all that remains is for me to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next week.